Hello, thank you for coming to my presentation today on decreasing derogatory language in the classroom setting. So our agenda here today is we're going to start with our action plan. We're going to go over data collection and management. We're going to discuss the stakeholders' roles, the timetable, expected outcomes and benefits, and then finally how it can relate to our professional practices. So beginning with the plan, we started with our problem. We noticed an uptick in derogatory language used in the school setting across the entire fifth grade, and teachers have been requesting support. This language is negatively impacting the school culture, student relationships, and their belonging, and the overall learning environment. If students do not feel like they belong at school, their academics are sure to suffer. So, our plan is to educate students on the power of their words through targeted social emotional lessons that can be found through our second step curriculum. This will foster empathy within the students and decrease the number of incidents. After these second step lessons, students will gather for community circle to have a group discussion, and then they will complete self reflection on their learning in their journals. The vision is to see a classroom community that is inclusive towards every culture. Classroom culture has significant impacts on students' psychological safety. I envision an environment where every student understands the power of their words. So, we'll be monitoring the frequency, time of day, and types of words recorded in incident logs so that we can see if there is a decrease in these incidences after the intervention has taken place. For data collection, this is a quasi-experimental research design that utilizes a mixed methods approach. The data includes incident logs that note the frequency, duration, and word choice, and time of day of the behaviors. This quantitative data is tracked through Infinite Campus under the Incident Log tab by whomever witnessed the behavior. This measure is already regularly completed and will not be an unexpected additional task for the adults that work at the school. Additionally, pre and post surveys will be conducted. There will be open-ended questions that could include what does empathy mean to you? How do words affect other people? How do you feel when you hear disrespectful language? And what strategies can be used to say respectful words? Along with, there will be a measuring scale. On this scale, it will measure strongly disagree, disagree, not sure, agree, and strongly agree, with statements that could include I can understand how someone else might feel even if I disagree. Words can hurt others even if I don't mean to. And I try to make others feel safe and included. These surveys are vital to measuring the impacts of the intervention. Additional data includes teacher observations during community circle discussions. This qualitative data is important in recognizing where students are in their understanding of empathy and the importance of their word choices. Having this strong triangulation proves to be one way that creates a valid and reliable research project. There are many stakeholders involved and they all have different roles. So the first is our teacher. Our teachers are responsible for teaching the second step lessons and monitoring students' responses during these community circles, along with monitoring behaviors throughout the day if incidences do occur. Students are the participants in the SEL program and they are in charge of their own self-reflection. School administrators are responsible for tracking the behaviors as students are sent to the office. Along with our office staff will help with recording these incidents as well. District administrators are responsible for paying for Second Step, which is an intervention that has already been purchased, we have already paid for. And then our parents and guardians are responsible for continuing these reflective conversations at home regarding the power of words and how they impact others. This can greatly support students' understanding. Our timeline is an 11-week timeline, and with the continued funding for the second step curriculum, it can be completed within this 11-week cycle. In the 11 weeks, it includes time for project planning, pre-implementation so teachers can familiarize themselves with the curriculum, and additional training can be conducted on facilitating community circles. The baseline assessments will be administered, the intervention will then be implemented, and then there will be a midpoint evaluation, followed by another 2 weeks of implementation, ending with a post-implementation survey. Once all of this data has been collected, there will be a data analysis along with a written report and reflection completed for adjustments on future implementations. The outcomes of this action research plan are increasing awareness among students of the harm that derogatory language can cause. It should help to deter students from using this type of language, which would result in an improved classroom climate that has an emphasis on respect and kindness. In the long term, students should develop respect for their own language and understand the impact that it has on others. This action can be used as a preventative measure in the future for years to come. Relating it to our own professional practices, it will expand my own teacher tool belt and whoever else chooses to use the same intervention as well. It'll give myself and any other strategies for how to handle derogatory language in the classroom, as well as supporting in the preventative practices so future classes do not have to deal with these same problems. And hopefully, this research will be insightful for others as well. Here you can see the references that I utilized while creating this action research project. Thank you for taking the time today to listen to my presentation. I hope that we are able to partner together to decrease derogatory language that is used in the classroom and unstructured settings. Thank you.